Welcome back to the Freshwater Podcast. I'm your host, Xavier Davis.
And I'm your co-host, Uncle Patney.
We have a few special guests on today's episode of the Freshwater Podcast. Our first guest of the day will be Derek Terry. After that, we'll have our crime segment where shortly after, we're going to have a one-on-one interview with Tage Scotchney, and we'll finish it off with a new and improved News You Can Use segment. Let's jump right in.
Come on in.
Come on in, Terry. Come on in, Terry.
Come on in.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. You sit
right here. Got it. Hey.
Oh, welcome to the Freshwater Podcast.
Thank you. It's a pleasure being here.
You're asking any questions about yourself? Feel free to skip any questions you are uncomfortable with.
Gotcha. Sure. I'm not uncomfortable with anything.
Okay, let's begin.
Oh, what is your dream job and how would you plan to achieve that?
Dream job. I would say my dream job is being a teacher. No, it's really not. I love my job as a teacher, but I've always wanted to be an actor / film director since I was about 7. So this is really the next best thing. It's like if I can't make a lot of money from doing that part, at least I can teach it. So, those who can't, teach. And those who can't teach gym. Just joking. That is a saying, though.
What's stopping you from getting that job?
I think really what happened was my stupid kids. Having kids really ruined everything. I was doing pretty okay with it all, and then I had a child, and I figured I probably needed to get a real job that, had a guaranteed paycheck. I mean, even though I'm joking, I love my children very much. If I'm being honest, that's probably what did slow it down for sure. Raising raising kids.
So you kind of answered our next question, but
how many kids do you have?
I do have children. Jade Terry, she's a sophomore, she's 15. Hi Jade. And Tegan Terry, she's 12, about to be 13. She's a 7th grader over at Carbondale. And then I also have a bonus daughter, Sage, for my fiance, Hester, and she's 7.
So you said you've been teaching. How long have you been teaching?
This is my 10th year teaching kids. And so, yeah.
What's your favorite class to teach?
That's a tough one. I would say probably this class or film production, just because I get to actually be involved in it, and you'd think that acting would be my favorite one, but acting's kind of, I actually got rid of the class just because people thought it was recess and they weren't even in there to be actors, they were just in there because they thought it'd be an easy class. But like this class, what we're doing here in editing, and we're doing film production, which is essentially the same thing, just in small films, I really enjoy doing that.
Oh, what subjects did you teach over the 10 years?
That's a good question. So definitely always started off with debate and forensics. That was already here. So was tech theater, oral communication, and film appreciation. I added video and broadcast, which we're doing now, film production, television and society. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Oh, and I taught a college level public speaking class too for a while.
Very interesting, for sure.
Yes.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks, Terry.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too. Thank you. It's a pull. Sorry.
Hungry.
Never fear, but here at Cluck and Bell, we got the best, most pristine, high-quality fried chicken you could ever want to own. Now, this chicken will give you the Riz.
We actually might go down there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's try it out, guys.
That sounds really good.
I hope it's not expensive.
Yeah. How cheap is it down there?
For only $3.99, you can get a 2-for-1 special of 4 40-piece fried chicken buckets. Freshly seasoned, freshly made. It's great.
Bro, we need to go down there right now.
Let's go. Guys, let's go.
Let's go, bro. Yeah.
Our next guest is Tage Scotchney. Come on in, Tage.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for coming on to our show, man.
No problem.
Welcome to the Freshwater Podcast.
I've heard of all this podcast talk.
How'd you hear about it?
Through YouTube.
Really?
Such.
So, what'd you do this summer, Tage?
Worked at a Mexican restaurant.
What do you do in your free time outside of school?
You know, I really like to take visits down to Cancun and such. You know, really live it up down there.
You know, what do you do in Cancun?
You know, I don't think I can talk about it on this podcast. It's a little bit of my personal life. I don't think
Okay.
Oh, where were you born?
in Cancun.
Oh, nice.
Gotcha. So, you're born in Cancun. When'd you come to America?
When I was 4.
Really? How'd you get here?
I don't see why this has to do with this podcast.
We're just asking you about your life. I mean,
Oh, okay.
I don't understand why you wouldn't be able to answer that question.
Okay, we got here legally through airplane and a passport. Swear to God. Put it on my mom, no cap.
On your own?
Oh my God.
I don't know if
On
I
right.
believe you. You know, you kind of act a little bit defensive about it. I don't really understand. What's
It's
the
kind of
reason
a
for that?
personal question.
Oh,
Okay.
anyways, do you do any sports?
I do.
Nice.
What sports?
Wrestling and football.
That sounds really cool.
Oh, are you gonna work with them?
You got. How'd you hear again?
Dude.
Next question.
Cut it out.
Are you good at sports?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at sports, yeah.
Are you sure?
What's
Yeah, I'm
your
pretty
favorite
good
sport
at
out of those two?
Probably wrestling, yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about the new coaches?
I like them. I like them.
Okay.
You know,
So you jumped the board. You can be honest.
dude, I'm about to walk out of this podcast. This isn't funny.
Well, you know, you come here, you agree to, hey, put it down. You agree to come on our podcast and let us ask something about you, and you won't even answer some of our questions.
This is funny, huh?
Think it's funny?
You think it's freaking funny?
This is not a laughing matter, Logan. Get out of here.
I come in here a guest on
Leave,
your
Logan.
podcast. This
Get out of here.
No.
That's what you think?
Leave.
I'm sorry.
Leave. Leave. Welcome to the Freshwater Podcast. We got Tage here as the co-host, and I'm the host. Thanks, everyone. Let's move on to our next segment.
Our next segment.
Action.
Oh, my head hurts. And I had the weirdest dream. What time is it anyways?
It's 9:47.
Oh, dude, my mom's gonna kill me. I was supposed to be home by 10.
That's it for the Fresh 4 Podcast. I'm your host, Xavier Davis.
And I'm Logan Carpatney. Tune in next week